Hello everyone, today I'm going to talk about this new device. I will make an in-depth review for NAVAC NRC62D. So this unit is basically a brand new charging unit. What you get here is a unit that you can charge as well as build vacuum in the system. So I'm going to go through some technical specifications. So to power on the unit, you just press here. It will power on the unit. There is a couple of things before you start you have to do, and I'll show you. You have to set it up. So the first thing, you do the initial setup. You press enter. It will ask you for the refrigerant type, so you have to select the type that you're willing to work with. There is lots of most common refrigerants you can use. So you have the 410A, you have the R22, the R131A, and the list is pretty big, and it's going even lower. So you probably have about, I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. So about, sorry, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 25, 50, and about 60 different kinds of refrigerants that you can use. So when you just started, you have to select the refrigerant that you use. Let's say for this demonstration, I'm going to use R134A. Then you have to select the vacuum type. In our case, we use microns. So you have 4 more options. We don't use these options. I personally use just microns. And then you select enter. Once you do enter, it will save the setting in the system. Then you're going to go to the next step, is your vacuum target. I usually keep it to 1400. You can keep it higher or lower as you wish, but you can change it to either 500 microns, or you can even go up to 100 microns, so it's up to you. For me, I usually use about 1000 microns to 1400 microns for my systems. That works good. Another thing what you have here is the weight units. So you want to select the weight type. So I use pounds. You can use kilograms. It's really up to you. If you're in Europe, or if you like to use the kg, kilograms, you can do that. Another thing is your pressure, temperature units. You can use either Fahrenheit or Celsius. I use Fahrenheit. If you wish, you can change it to Celsius. To save any setting, you just hit enter. I just use Fahrenheit. Then pressure units, I use the PSIG. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other options. I don't use any of these. I only use this. This is my option, but in different countries, probably different setups, you use different kind of options. So you can choose from the options that you need. Then zero lower pressure. I don't use this. Let's see what it does. If I press yes, nothing changes. Then high pressure. You basically, it looks like you zero this out. So I think the low pressure and the high pressure, it's only when you use those vices to measure the temperature. You can do that. I don't use these, but for HVAC you probably want to use these because there's a thermostat here and it can measure the high and the low point for your system, so it's a good setup. Another thing is the zero scale. That's if you want to zero your scale out, you can do that. So you go here and you just press yes, and it will zero it out. Calibration vacuum, you can do that as well. So if you want to calibrate, there is a sensor inside of the machine. If you want to calibrate the sensor, you can do that as well. You can press yes and it will do the calibration. It will take about a minute, and then once it's finishing the calibration, see it's gonna do the microns. It will do the calibration for the sensor. You want to make sure the outlets are closed, so they both have to be closed, and then it will do the calibration. It will go down, it will finish it up, and then it will pretty much, see, now it's doing the calibration. It looks like it's zeroing it out, so that's what it's doing. And it takes about a minute and a half. So basically, if you see or if you feel like the pressure that you're getting feedback from the compressor or the system inside is not accurate, you can calibrate your vacuum sensor. For me, I never had to do that. I'm actually doing that as we speak right now. So as I explained in the previous video, I'm also learning the system, and yeah, it looks like it's been calibrated and it's at 0 now. Vacuum density duration, it's either 5 minutes or 10 minutes. What it is that when it reaches the desired vacuum, let's say 1000 or 500 microns, it will do the 5-minute leak test. And if within 5 minutes I did maximum, you have to choose, I usually choose it for 5 minutes, and then you want to choose your density level. I choose that for 3500. So if my system, if the pressure raising above 3500, the machine will not going to go to the next stage, and it will not fill the system. You can play around with it. You can do 2500, you can do 1500. It's really up to you. I realized that for me the 3500 works the best because some systems they're not really accurate. I don't know how accurate this machine is, but for me the 3000, I tried to do it for 1500 and it's sometimes failing, and then I thought I have maybe a leak somewhere, so I checked it and there was no leak. So I don't know how the sensor, the pressure sensor here, if it's really accurate or not. I'm still testing the machine, but I think for me 3500 is the best. I actually charged another commercial system the other day with this machine, and I never had any complaints. The customer never called me back, or there was no return call. So far everything works good. Extended vacuum time, I did it for 1 minute. What it is that once it reaches to the right micron level, it will pull for another minute before it's going to go to the next stage. You can play around with that up to, I think you can do 9 minutes. That's the maximum. I did it for 1 minute. If you really want to make sure you pull vacuum really good on your system, you can do it 9 minutes and it will pull the vacuum above the desired micron that you set up in the system. So if your desired micron was 500, it will pull below 500 for the next 9 minutes, even if the desired vacuum rate reached. I like to do it 1 minute, but again, it's your own preference. You can play around with it. You can do whatever you like. This is the Bluetooth setting. So in order to pair your Bluetooth, what you have to do, I'm just going to show you with, let's say, let's try to do it with this device over here. What you want to do, see when it's green, it means it's paired. So you want to select, let's say, the high temperature sensor, and then you press on that. Okay. So I think this one is paired. Oh, here you go. See, I just pressed on that, and then it turns blue color. I'll do it with the other temperature sensor, but just 1 moment. I think this one is not paired, so let's do the low one. Okay, so you want to press on it, and you see it's flashing, and then you select sync and enter, and you'll see it will find, it should find it. Let's try it again. You press on it. There you go. And sync. Oh, sorry. You're gonna go to low, then you press on it, and it should become blue right here. Just give it a second. Yeah, I think it's paired. See? So green means it's paired, and then when you have the dark blue for my scale, you see my scale is not connected. So dark blue means not connected, and light blue means connected. So when you have the green light, that means it's good. I'll just demonstrate it with my scale. So I don't know if you can see. So the scale is right here. I'll turn it on. Oh, there you go. So, and now you'll see it will change. So it's doing some sync. The Bluetooth still waving. Let's see. Sync. Yeah, here you go. So it's searching it, or here you go. See? So the Bluetooth, it's showing the scale, it's showing the battery, it's showing that it's synced. So what you have to do, you have to press sync for a few seconds, and then it will pair between the scale and the machine. So now you see it's light blue, so that means that scale is all paired. So that's the overview for this video. If you guys have any questions, you can comment below, subscribe, and ask me questions.